do it.
Yeah, for sure. So what's good with you, brother?
Man, I'm chilling, bro. Just grinding every day like you.
I see you. So I want to first off by thanking you. I was telling everybody before we started, you're out of state. Well, out of state for me. I'm in Florida. You in New York.
Yeah.
We really don't know each other like that, but just off this social media strength. So I just want to thank you in the beginning for that. Like I really do.
Nah, I appreciate you. I got on this page because I got a personal page and I got my fitness page. I have so many people that I rock with like you that I never met in person. So it's dope. We kind of got like a connection now.
And this is the one I'm promoting. This is your fitness page, correct?
Yeah, the fitness page. Yeah.
Okay. So is Rezz? What do you go by? What's the nickname? What's the name? How it goes?
My name is Steven Gutierrez, and Rezz is like the last four letters of my last name. Because I'm an artist too. I draw, paint, do that. So I wanted an artist name. I didn't know what to call myself. So one day it just popped up Rezz, and then it just stuck. Like I got it tatted on my arm, the Rezz. So it just stuck.
For sure. Shout out to my brother Will. I don't know if you seen him, but Will Perez. He's the one that actually put me on.
Yeah. I've been following him for a minute.
Okay, yeah. Because we was working out. He's been my homie for like 20 years, and we was working out. He's the one that got me in the gym. And he's like, bro, I don't want to hear no excuses no more. And I was like, what you talking about? He's like, bro, look at homie right here. So he showed me the video. I'm like, God damn, bro, that's inspiring. Like, I'm short. I'm 5'3". So I'm like, bro, he is killing this shit. Like, bro's really getting it. He's like, yeah, so the world's bigger than you think, and motherfuckers out here really getting it. Cause I ain't gonna lie, when I first started off, like I never played sports and none of that shit. I never did nothing. I never hit the gym to 30.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm 36 now. So when I seen it, I was like, you gave me inspiration to be like, yo, fuck that, bro. Like, ain't nothing you can't do that half these motherfuckers in this gym is doing. So, like, and if y'all don't know, please go follow him after this video. All the gym shit that y'all say, that y'all personally know me and say that I do, this man does 10 times crazier.
I follow everybody back.
And he's taller than me. He's like, so it's amazing. So shout out to Will. He found you on the For You page. Like, it was like crazy because it was just crazy. So yeah, it was popping like that. So you're originally from New York?
New York, born and raised, upstate. I'm not in the city. Like I'm like 2 hours outside the city.
Upstate north, right?
Yeah.
How was it there? How was it growing up there?
It's honestly like my town. My town was it's a small town, but it moves fast.
Gotcha.
A lot of people from the city move here, so you kind of grasp that city aspect in this town. So when I go travel places, the accent comes out, like that city accent, that New York, like that type of talk. And in reality, I live in the sticks. I'm in the booms,
So you live like in the woods for us down south, what we call the woods.
Yeah, man, I got farms and shit by me.
You got what?
Farms.
What?
Yeah, just farms up here, man.
So you see deer and shit on the regular?
Hell yeah, them motherfuckers try to take me out every night when I drive home from work. They be at the edge of the road. I'm like, I see you, motherfucker. Yo.
I used to go to Bear Mountain. I used to live in New York when I was young. I moved here.
Bear Mountain lit.
Yeah, Bear Mountain. We used to go to Bear Mountain. That's what we used to go when we was young.
I'm literally like, because the town that Bear Mountain is in Newburgh. So I'm like 45, 50 minutes from Newburgh.
Oh, so you close?
Yeah. So I'm really close to there.
All right. So besides being number 24, were you ever active younger besides that?
I played sports my whole life.
Your whole life?
Like, I mean, I remember Little League till, varsity football, man. I played 4 years of varsity. That's why, like, I know how to manage my weight and how to move it because, I'm a football player. So you have to know how to maneuver and, you have to distribute your weight in different movements. So, And I mean, in high school I was strong. I always had good strength, in high school, and but now it's like it's not really a surprise,
Right.
that like a lot I'm doing this shit. I never really tested my strength. It's crazy that I say that because a lot, I've done a lot of shit, but I really haven't tested it yet. I feel like I got a lot, like I'm at the tip of the iceberg
So
with my
out of all the sports since you've been playing since you were young till now, what besides weightlifting in the gym, what has been like your favorite sport to play?
My favorite was basketball though, cause like it was, I would listen. I wasn't gifted with handles, with all this athleticism, like when I was like growing up in middle school, high school. But I know when I used to pull up to the court, they used to hate when I pulled up because they knew I had a shot. I was the one that
Right.
was hitting the game winning shot, you know. But
Use
then
the
that
clutch.
changed into, oh yeah, I was clutch. I was clutch. I was a big LeBron fan growing up. I remember being a kid watching him in high school because his high school games were on ESPN.
Right.
And then my whole life I was a LeBron fan, but a Knicks fan. So I used to hate watching the Knicks every time he played against them because he used to go for the neck. Even recently, he tried. He was going crazy.
So you're a big
Oh
basketball
hell
fan.
yeah.
Okay. In the beginning you stated that because I did do my homework and check you out. But you stated you're an artist and I kind of seen that with your visuals and in your videos and your pictures and stuff like that. But you're into drawing, custom sneakers,
Yeah,
photography. You even got like a portrait of
yeah,
Basquiat.
yeah, Basquiat. Honestly, he's like one of my favorite artists. When I was
Same
growing up.
thing. Same thing for me, bro. I'm not an artist, but it's my favorite artist. Where did that come from? Or it's just like that was what you were born when you had it?
Honestly, I feel like it's one of those things that you like. I was born with because as far as I can remember, I've been drawing every year in elementary school. I got in trouble for drawing in class. Like every year of school, I would get in trouble. It was like I was so used to it by the time I hit middle school. Like like I was always drawing, and then it wasn't even just that. It would be the reactions the teacher would give me. And they're like, "Hold on, you know how to draw, like for real." So, like you just spend. I definitely got more than 10,000 hours in of drawing because they say when you want to get good at something, you got to put 10,000 hours in. You know,
Yeah, you can see it.
so
You can
like,
see it. So that's what I'm saying. Like your art. So let me get onto your drawings and then let me get into the sneakers because
yeah,
the drawing itself, like I'm a fan of art. I'm a fan of all art, music, photography, videography, all those things. The only thing I'm good at is talking shit, but I am a big fan of it. But I've seen like your portraits, your drawings, even like the pictures you were taking of yourself while you were drawing,
mhm,
and it seems like everything you do or everything you try or everything that you apply yourself to, you're extremely good at. Correct
yeah. I
me if
try,
I'm wrong. I mean, you have the opportunity to toot your own
yeah,
horn right now.
yeah. And that's everybody always tells me they remind Steve talking shit, and I've always been humble about it. I've always been like, nah, I want my work to do the talking, you know, because
But it does already.
yeah,
It
yeah.
does already.
I just never been like that where I talk about myself in like that way.
Right,
But I don't know. I always felt like whatever I did, I always looked at the people that were at the top of the
right.
game or that were really good, and I was trying to figure out. It's like a equation, like a math equation. Like how do I get to that level where I'm at? And so I know you got to put the hours in, you got to put the work in. So I always looked at like people that were above me as inspiration. So the more like if you aim for the stars, you're gonna land on the moon. It,
Facts.
you know. So I don't know. It's anything I did, whether it's videography, whether it's painting sneakers, whether it's drawing. At some point, I was like, how am I gonna get good at this? And eventually, I got the love, I got the recognition that I deserved.
Yeah, facts.
You know.
Um, let's get into the because I'm I am a person that's in love with fashion and old school kind of work. The painting on the sneakers. Why did you stop?
Huh. Ironically, it's It's because of this. My
Fitness.
health.
Right.
You know, when I was all right, so when COVID hit, I was working two jobs, man.
Uh-huh.
You know, two full-time jobs. COVID hits. Nobody knows what's going on, and you know, my aunt, she told me, she's like, Steve, you need to get on unemployment. So I remember because she does unemployment in
Right.
Puerto Rico. So she like works with people and does her unemployment. So I kind of had a little jump to that. Like right after my job stopped, I would like the next day I called and they so I started getting these checks, and when I started getting like 900 a week, I'm like, hold on, like what's going on here? And and then I my grandma lives with me, so I take
Yeah.
care of her and stuff. And she she old school Puerto Rican, so I couldn't even get the mail. That's how scared she was of COVID. Listen, from the jump, I knew this shit was bullshit.
Right.
Like from the
Right.
jump. But the more she was concerned, the more it kind of like got me afraid. So I was like, how, like before the sneakers, I was making money making canvases. So people who wanted a
Right.
portrait, who wanted pictures, I would draw them up, paint it. A little $100, $200 here. I was making maybe like 400 every once in a while.
Okay.
And all of a sudden I painted Kobe. This is right after recent, like really right after he passed away. I remember I painted Kobe on a sneaker and I was like, holy shit, like this actually came out fire. And I posted a picture of it, and that's when people were like, are those
Going
for sale?
crazy.
Like, are those for sale? And I was like, nah, these sneakers are dirty. They're like, I don't give a fuck, I'll buy it, I'll pay for it right now. And hold on, let me find them, because at least I could pull those out for you. Because I really don't know where my artwork is.
No, if you could put it up in the video right now, for sure
Oh
put it up
no,
in the video.
I don't think I got the Kobe ones, but I got Escobar. Hold on. Yeah, I didn't know we was going this route, so
Oh no, we
hold on. Let me.
go. Listen, like I said, like I do my homework, bro. So I got to know everything about you, not just the workout.
Oh, perfect. I found one of the Kobe's. Yeah, man. So fast forward, I uh, I pretty much created a business plan, and hold on. So this is literally the first shoe I did, right here, like young Kobe.
Wow.
See that? Yeah, you can see the sneakers all beat up and shit.
Wow.
You
Yeah,
know?
but they was trying to. But oh, those are the ones I seen. Okay. Yeah.
So then and then these are actually the second pairs I did of Escobar.
And people was trying to buy the beater version of that.
Yeah, and then on the other sneaker was El Chapo.
Damn.
Yeah, and then eventually, the way I approached the sneakers, I didn't look at the sneakers as like, all right, this is gonna be hard. I was like, all right, this is just another canvas. Like I'm gonna do what I know how to do on the
So
shoe.
question, and sorry to
Yeah,
cut
no, no.
you. So when you do that on the shoe, because you're saying, okay, I'm looking at this as another canvas. How do you? All right, so because it's a canvas, and there's two different things between a canvas that don't
And
move to a shoe that moves if somebody's gonna wear it, or are you setting them as you gotta display this, you can't wear this because after a while it's gonna get the paint's gonna crack and stuff like
yeah,
that.
so that's where the challenge came. I had to learn. I had to learn on YouTube and TikTok on how to prep the
Mm.
shoe. I think
Don't
it's
give out the secrets. No, don't give out the secrets. Just say you
no, no,
figured
no,
it
no, no,
out.
no, 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 no. Listen. I'm not afraid to give the gems out because
Okay.
what you do with the gems, you're not gonna do what I do. Like, listen, like I'm that confident in that way where
Well,
I know for
the
sure.
same way. Listen,
I
I
know
can
for
give you a
sure
stack, and
you're not
I
gonna
can
get
give
it the same
somebody a
way.
stack, and I can get a stack, and I'll be like, yo, we go get some outfits. Let's see who comes out fresh.
Listen, I'm gonna just say this: like obviously people been painting sneakers for a long time,
Right,
but it really became a hit during COVID because people needed to find how to make money from home.
right.
There was at least four other people that tried to paint sneakers after me, and they did not last more than a month. Actually,
That shit hot.
hold on. I'm gonna show you. Hold on. I still got sneakers in my closet. Hold on.
Well, I'm gonna give you my secret. The reason why I know, so you know that I know. I was on your Facebook looking at shit, and I'm like, bro, these sneakers are fucking lit. Like This man really knows what he's
Hold on.
doing. Type shit.
Like back here, I got a bunch of Air Forces. Like I got boxes of just clean Air Forces. I actually got to do something with them because I don't want them to rot,
Right.
and I might just give them out or something, or maybe just
Oh
try to get back to
wow.
you know, to making sneakers again.
Yeah.
My pipe burst. Oh, this shit. It was a crazy day today. Yeah.
All right. So
But
my last question on the
yeah.
sneakers: will you come back out of the situation, Sus? Because I am. If anybody else, I'm interested.
Yeah,
Like, pay
so
my money type shit.
honestly, I do feel like I could possibly do it again, but the thing is, it's time for me. It's time because when I did these, I wasn't working. I was in my
Right,
room. I
right,
was in my
right,
room
right.
for 15 hours a day painting sneakers.
Okay, so let me ask you a
And
question. What
yeah,
is like the on a? I know because I know different jobs have different times, but on an average time on an average job, what would it? How much hours would it take to do a pair of shoes?
yeah, I just put the name of the page. Um, on average, I was spending a cool 2 3 hours per pair because
Wow.
I work pretty fast. So with the prepping and and then eventually I learned how to like dry quicker. I would use a hair the hairbrush, whatever,
Right,
the
right, 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 right.
and for to dry it quicker. I just ended up picking up what some of the best guys on YouTube were doing. And
Got it.
I already had the artistic ability to do it. So that's more than half the
So
battle.
you ask, so you answered my next question, which is, what was harder, drawing it or prepping
I
it?
think prepping it because the drawing I could have made a great drawing, but if I didn't prep it right, the product wasn't gonna last long.
Right,
Because I seen what people do when they don't prep right, and like you said before, it starts cracking, it don't look right, you
right.
know. So not the first few pairs weren't the best because I was
Of course,
starting
you're
out,
learning.
but eventually I ended up getting into like my best shoe that I did was actually a Toy Story pair. One shoe was like it's Woody, and the other one was Buzz, and like I was getting crazy with it. You
I
know,
gotta see the picture
yeah.
of that when we get off.
When
We'll
you
finish.
go on when you go on Rezz Customs the page, I haven't been on that page in maybe 2 or 3 years. I haven't been
Also, I
active.
gotta see. I gotta see
I
that.
haven't
I
been
gotta see
active
that.
on it. And then that was the one shoe that I did multiples of, like a lot. Like people, like kids, like parents were like, I need this for my kids. I need this. I did one adult pair. And then I did a lot of Louis Vuitton print.
Okay.
I bought a stylus. What's that? The Cricket. The Cricket.
Yes. Yes.
The Cricket would make my prints.
Oh, so you
Um,
was really
I had a
doing it.
airbrush machine and everything. So the next thing I was gonna do, I was gonna get into stitching, and I ended up it's crazy because I ended up canceling the order because I bought this. It's like a stitcher, but it looks like a easel, and you crank it, and it just the needle goes in. So I was gonna get into the stitching game. I was gonna do reverse checks like Travis's, stuff
Yeah,
like that. I was gonna get crazy with it.
yeah. You're talking
But
about now. You're talking about like disassembling the whole shoe and reassembling it to your own style.
yeah, so that's the level of customs I was gonna do. And what happened was, like I said, I was spending 15 hours a day doing this and not leaving my room, eating grandma's food. So I started packing the weight, bro. You know, yo, before
We're
COVID,
moving to my
yeah,
next question. Hold on.
yeah,
So let's just slow down because that's how we're gonna get to that
yeah.
part right there. So talking about art though, did you do those flames on your head yourself?
The flames on my head?
Yeah,
Where?
when you had the flames on your head back in the day.
Oh, no, 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 no. That's my homegirl Charisma. She
Okay.
she a hairstylist out here. Well, she all over the place now. She be in LA.
No,
She
it was
she be working
fresh.
with
It was
artists.
fresh. It was
Yeah,
super fresh. I was
one day
like, yo,
because
you can
I was going to the Bad Bunny show in 2019, and I was like, "Yo, I need flames in my hair." Because if you're going to go see Bad Bunny, you gotta look some type of
you
weird.
gotta wild out.
Yeah, you gotta look crazy. So I was like, you know what? I'm doing flames, and she pulled up the night before, and that shit looked fire, bro. I went to work. I was a lifeguard, and the kids at the water park were loving the hair. My boss was like, "You gotta wear a hat. You gotta wear a
Well,
hat."
it was so fresh. I thought that was your work. I
Nah,
was like, oh, this man does hair
man,
too.
I wish. I wish. Like right now, I'm in the process of growing my hair out again. I want my braids back.
The the phases of the art, the phases of photography, all kinds of different things you did. What I guess that answered my question a little bit, but what now leads you into taking this workout life serious and take that to the next level?
So, like this whole gym thing, I've always been a gym rat
Mm-hmm.
ever since in high school, bro. Like if the people that know me that know me from that are probably from back home that are watching right now, they know I was in the gym. I was doing CrossFit, bro. I was doing CrossFit and then like right after school. So I would go to football practice, track practice, whatever, lifting, and then I'll go to CrossFit. So I was in like the best shape of my life. I was walking around 290, like 290, like almost solid. Like my midsection was still, I didn't have abs or nothing, but
Right, right.
my traps were huge. My arms were like,
And how
my
tall
arms
are
were
you?
huge. I'm like 6'2". So
Okay.
like in school, I was like about 6 foot, six
Right,
one.
right.
Um, but then after high school, you know how life is. Like you just stop going to the
Word.
gym. You working. I was working at a warehouse. That was my fitness. So
Right.
when I gained all that weight, I haven't been in the gym in years. So I had to tap into the old me, the gym rat from high school. I had to tap into that
Got you.
person. And I was doing the same routine. I bought clothes, bought gym clothes, bought the same supplements I used to take back in the day, which is crazy because when I went to Vitamin Shop or GNC, they didn't have none of the shit I used to take back then.
So you had to do your
Like,
homework.
yeah, like bro, I was taking, man, I was on Jack 3D or Jack, yo, if you a gym rat, you got, yo, Jack 3D was like cocaine. Like,
And
yo, the label was like, do not pass 3 scoops.
so this was pre-workout back in the
Oh
days.
yeah, and I remember I was on this I was on this beef protein called Carnivore by Muscle Meds. Kai Green was sponsored by Muscle Meds, so I was a big Kai Green fan. Um, so that protein, bro, the best protein out in my opinion because it had creatine in it, it had everything in it,
Are you
and
still heavy on supplements now, like, or no?
not much. I'm on creatine a little bit, and yeah, that's about it because the protein I get is all from my meals.
Got
So
you.
like I'm
Got
heavy
you.
on the protein right now.
Um,
Um,
the gate. So the gaining weight, the losing weight, because I know. Well, first of all, shout out to you because you got a shout out from Action Bronson about losing weight.
man, that's a whole nother conversation, man. Action been. I there's days where I wake up I'm like, damn, I'm really like real life cool with him.
Facts.
Cause what happened was this is when I was at my heaviest.
Uh-huh.
Me and my boy went to one of his events. He would throw these block parties, and hundreds of people would pop out. Obviously, because his fan base is really big. Um,
Well, I'm an Action fan too. That's what I'm saying. So
yeah.
that's
So
surreal for me. But go ahead.
I remember we went. It was mad people. Eventually, me and my boy got tired. We cut the line, and we're like, "Yo, I'm just here to see Action," because he was cooking for people. So the line was to get the food.
All right.
And I remember, bro, we out there. I got the book, I got the hoodie, whatever. That's. Uh, and so all of a sudden he walks out, and he's giving everybody cherries and shit. Like he just, yo, everybody's like surrounding him, and then I go up to him, and I didn't know what to say. So I was like, yo, right, fuck on my arm, bro. This motherfucker really wrote fuck on my arm, and I got it tatted the next day. But he was like, he's like, you gonna get it tatted? I'm like, yeah. So that day happened. We took pictures, whatever. My boy, big Action fan too. He actually got his sketchbook signed by Action. And
Wow.
yeah, Action drew a picture actually. He drew a picture and then he signed it. Um, so then I think like a few months later, he had another event like that. I go down again. This time I go dolo.
Yeah.
And I'm bro. The type of person I am, I could go anywhere alone, and I'll end up meeting people that I eventually become friends.
Right. Right. Right.
So I met so many people at that second event that when I pulled up, they changed the setup. So they made they did the cooking outside. So knowing me, I'm like, I'm not here for the line. I'm gonna just go right up there, and if they kick me out, fuck it. So
It is what it is.
I had the Bulgarian bag. I bought a 60-pound Bulgarian bag that I was training with. So I was like, yo, if I could just work out next to him, that'll be lit. So I went to his station because he was making pizzas.
Right.
I went to his station, dapped me up. Yo, what's up, kid? Da da da. You know, because his memory's good. He'll remember
Right.
you if like you meet him.
Right. I mean, you can't forget with the
Oh
tattoo
no,
either, but yeah.
and I showed him, and he starts laughing, bro. So all of a sudden, I'm just doing the swings and all this right next to his table and shit, and people are hyping me up. Like I was actually getting the crowd myself, because they were like, "Oh, he got the bag, he got the bag." So eventually, I ended up going to him, and I was like, "Yo, bro, I want you to swing my bag." Yo, this man takes my bag and starts doing the swings,
No
bro.
way.
Everybody starts getting hyped, bro. Like they're like, "Yo," because at that point he was posting live videos like that. Because now he does the Mace stuff, and yo, that shit was lit. I'm like, "Yo, this dude really swung my bag." And I was like, "That's like LeBron, be like, yo, let me wear your sneakers so I could play." Yo,
Right.
man. So I was like, bruh, this day was crazy. So eventually, I hung out towards the end of the event, and I ended up sneaking past the little barrier that they have for the family and friends. And I'm in there talking with his producers, his buddy. I even played with his kid. Like his kid came up to me and was like running back and forth to me, and I'm like, I'm looking at the mom. I'm like, yo, like I'm going like that, trying to be respectful. And he was sauced up. He was sauced up, bro.
Shout out
And,
to action, bro.
yeah,
Action
he was
ready.
so drunk. So then eventually, my phone dies, and bro, it was like it was meant to be because my phone dies, and me and him end up having like a conversation like on
Right.
life and shit,
Right.
and he eventually invites me to his gym in Jersey that he works out at, and after that, I kept pulling up to the gym, and
And
that's how that happened.
I know you would take any opportunity to, even 4 hours away, you drive into that
Hell,
gym.
I even drove to one of his homies' gyms in Long Island that invited me, and
And if
it's
people
fun.
don't know how far Long Island is from upstate New
Oh
York,
yeah, it's like 4 hours, like another four like another couple hours from the
right.
city. Um, it's funny because his boy Tom, bro, his boy Tom is nuts, bro. One of the hardest workouts I ever had in my life was working out with him. And shout out Strength Factory. Yo, he does a lot of like that unconventional work, like the action
Yeah.
does, but like at a higher weight. Like, bro, when I worked out with him, we were doing the Bulgarian bag at 80 pounds,
Yo, but they are
swinging it.
some Viking type shit, right?
Yeah, that's the unconventional. So, yo, I remember picking up and throwing over my shoulder 300-pound bags. Bro, it was crazy,
And
bro.
what's that shit that he does with the stick? I'm trying to
The
get into
mace,
that.
the mace.
Yeah, I'm trying to
Yeah, the
get into
steel
that.
mace. Yeah, so we did that too. And
Is
then
it is it harder than it looks?
it's challenging because you have to control the weight because it's bro, you're holding the stick and there's 60 pounds on the other end.
Right.
So you have to figure out how to swing it without tearing a shoulder,
And it's a hell
tearing
of a
something,
workout, right?
yeah, or dislocating something, you know. So you kind of gotta really pay attention to how these guys and take their advice to heart because if not, you could fuck yourself up doing that.
Hell yeah.
And then he told me that they've had conversations about me, like like I was like, what? Yo, it was yeah. Me and Action, we cool. Like last time I saw him was last April. He was doing he did like 10 shows at this venue in New York in Soho, and I could only make one of them. I would have made all 10 of them. I was like, fuck it, but I could only make one of them. So I went, bro. He sees me in the crowd. I'm front row, like I'm standing, bro. The stage is like it was so low, bro. Like he was literally face to face with me. Like that's how
Right.
short the stage was. But it was like it was a different type of vibe. He performed all his songs with his band. It was acoustic, you know. Then after the show, I remember waiting for him like in the venue, and I see like the door in the green room,
Right.
and he makes eye contact with me, and he goes like this. So security lets me through, and I end up chopping it up with him again. And then after that, we went outside. We talked some more. And he was like, "Yo, man, you getting bigger, bro." I was like, "You too." So So he's like, you know, so he starts laughing, but he's like, yo, I want you to get back on it. And I was like, I got you. So I made him that promise I was gonna get back to it because at that point, my relationship was very toxic, you know. So I was a lot of like emotional eating again,
Right.
because around like from March of 2022 to like 2023, I was starting to gain weight back slowly. It wasn't drastic, but it was slowly. So by the top of last year, I was already over 400
So
again.
my
And
question, sorry to cut you. What is your? Because different people got weight gain issues. They could be.
yeah,
Mine was alcohol,
yeah,
but some people is carbs, some people is sugar, some people. So what is your? I'm sure you pinpointed on like, yo, I got to slow down on this.
yeah.
What is it?
Mine is like that late
Oh,
eating, like eating before bed, eating. You know, I mean, I didn't. It wasn't really what I ate because I always ate everything in moderation. So I didn't OD on McDonald's or fast
right.
food, you know, a lot. So I just ate everything in moderation. It was just the times that I was eating,
Got you.
and then if you're eating more than you're training, you're gonna gain the wrong weight, and all that stuff is gonna go in places you don't want to go. You don't
Right.
want it to go. So
Right.
I noticed it in my hips, my
You're
love
Puerto
handles. Like I see,
Rican, bro. You're Puerto Rican.
yeah,
All the places that the Puerto Ricans get thick at.
yeah. So you know, I just felt like all last year, I just saw my weight creeping up, and you know, my relationship is shit, and it's just a recipe for failure, you know. So
Correct.
last year, I went on a cruise, and around in July, and at that point, I was 445. So I
Wow.
gained back like 70 pounds after losing 100 in a
Right.
year from 2020 to 2021. No, from 2021 to 2022.
And are you going to the gym still or no?
Oh yeah, every
Okay.
day. I'm doing 75 hard again.
No, not now. I'm talking about in that
Oh
time you
no
were
no
gaining.
no no no. I was you know my you know also I couldn't get to the gym. I couldn't get the goals as much as I wanted to.
Right.
So I was fucked up about that.
Right.
Um so I was just self-destructing slowly.
Correct.
And I was kind of going back to that fuck it, you know, like I don't really care about this. And then, you know, around August of last year, I saw somebody that was in the gym with me around 2021, and they lost like 250 pounds in 2 years. Dude, I was happy for him, and at the same time, I was pissed at myself
Right.
because
Right.
I was like, yo, that could have been me. And
Right.
and the next day, I started 75 hard. No plan, no.
And tell people what that is for the people that don't know.
So 75 hard is a mental toughness program where you work out twice a day. You drink a gallon of water a day. You know, getting ready for tomorrow. Gallon of water a day. You read a book. You read 10 pages of a nonfiction book because it has to be a book that you can learn from.
Right.
You know, like
No
that you're gonna it could progress
Star
you.
Wars, no fake
Yeah.
shit.
So take a progress photo every day. I do it in the morning because that's when you're fasted. You're most fasted.
Right.
Um, and then what else? Oh shit! What the fuck am I? Yeah, I'm blanking right now. Um,
75 hard.
yeah. No, but tasks, the water. Oh yeah, so it's basically those. So I did all that for 75 days. You cannot miss a day. You do it through the app, 75 hard app,
And what day are
and
you on right now?
I'm on day 38. So
Okay.
this is my second round of doing it. So back in August, that was my first round. So from August 23rd to November 6th, which is 75 days exactly, I lost 65
Jesus
pounds. So all
Christ.
that weight, or most of that weight I gained back, I lost it again.
Right.
So right now, there's more phases of 75 hard after the 75
Right.
days. So on New Year's, the guy who started it, Andy Frisella, um, he told on his Instagram, because his following is crazy because he doesn't sell this program. He it's just a word of mouth thing. Like people made it a multi-million-dollar thing because of word of mouth. He doesn't promote it. He just tells people, yo,
Because the
just
results
tell
speak for
somebody about it.
themselves.
Yeah. So he's also the CEO of First Form. I don't know if you're familiar with First Form. They do like it's a supplement brand, but you know they that like the first form app is amazing for like food tracking.
Okay.
You know, it's like all that type of
Yeah.
stuff. Um, so on New Year's he announced that he was gonna redo it, and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna redo it again. So right now, you know, I kind of changed up my approach on it,
Right.
and for the past month and a half, no, not 2 months, I've been lifting heavy, but with higher reps.
Right.
So my weight, so from November to now on the scale, I've only lost 5 pounds because was I was 383 when I ended 75 hard, and now I'm at 378 right now.
I want to just tell you how it started off of you peaking at almost
500,
500, and now you're at
yeah,
3. God bless you, bro.
dude.
Keep going. But I'm sorry to cut you,
No,
but
no,
I
you
got to
good,
give you your
you good,
flowers.
you good, you good.
I got to give you your flowers.
That's that, yo. Honestly, because I do want to get into that because that was the first time in my life where I noticed how big I was.
Did you feel it?
Hell yeah, dude. Okay,
Not
listen.
physically like slower, but I'm talking about like medically wise.
Yeah, yeah, because you know, you're more lazier. You're more, you know, you don't have no will to do anything. You know, like
Right, right,
so
right.
you're just going through life. You're going through the motions, just at a bigger size. You know, so when I first saw myself, because honestly, I stopped looking at myself in the mirror for a long time.
Mm,
So it was the top of 2021, and one day I go to the bathroom and I'm shirtless, and I turn on the light, and I'm sorry for skipping around to the viewers, but I turned on that light and I looked at myself and I could not recognize myself.
mm.
Like you know how many times you walk around with your head down, and because you already know, like you know your house better than anybody else, so you kind of know the
Right.
footsteps,
You
you
know
know.
what
So
you're
you just
talking
walking
about, man.
around. So I turned on that light and I said, I got to do something about this. So I remember I immediately went to Planet Fitness because I had a membership for years and I wasn't even going. I was paying for it, but not going. You
Right.
know, like every other person in this fucking country that goes to Planet Fitness. So many people they pay for it, but they
I
don't
don't
go.
know, but I don't know if you know, but Google it. Planet Fitness makes more money off people that don't go to the gym than people that do go to the gym.
Exactly. So I was one of those. So I remember for like a month straight, all I did was the elliptical and the treadmill, and you know, it was kind of discouraging because I wanted to do the weights because that's what I knew how to
Yeah, yeah,
do.
it's in your
So
blood.
so so it was kind of discouraging because I'm just this big round guy, and I'm like, I swear I could go lift this right now, but I was like, I put my hoodie on like this and just was in the corner.
Just
So
doing it.
so I ended up losing like 20 pounds before I saw the doctor because when she told me I clocked in at the doctor's office at 475.
Wow.
But in that month, I definitely lost almost 20 pounds. So that means I was either over 500 or close to
Right,
it.
right,
So so then we did blood work, and she told me to come back in a month. I go back to get the blood work. No, it wasn't a month. It was like 2 3
right.
weeks. So I go back to get the results, and she tells me that my blood work, the numbers came back. I was almost diabetic. I am
Wow.
right there. Everything is high. Everything is high right now. So she told me, listen, life over 30 is gonna be slim.
Yes.
And that was the first time in my life I was shook. I was fucking shook.
You took it serious.
Yo,
If you
and
took
luckily,
anything serious in life, you took
and
that the most serious.
thank God to my brother Aiden. He owns a gym in my town, because my town could not keep a gym open to save their lives. No, we've always struggled to keep a gym open. My boy is going on almost 4 years now with his gym,
Right.
and you know that he didn't charge me. He let that place be my home. Like he gave me the keys, spare keys to open work out whenever I wanted to, and you know honestly, like a lot of my progress goes to him
That's the
because
guardian angel,
because
bro.
yo, he really looked out for me, and that's why, you know, like there's like even now, like I people think I work there because I'm always there. I'm locking up. I'm opening up the gym at 5 a.m. So I was locked in, bro. When I started going to his gym, I was locking in. And I didn't stop working out, bro. I was working out every single day, no rest day for maybe the first
Damn.
3 months. Like just
And
people were like, yo, like
diet
you
on
gotta,
point as well?
huh?
Diet on point as
It,
well?
it was I think my doctor put me on a little diet that was like she was like because your protein was so high, and I have kidney failure in my family. So when you have a lot of protein, that's not good for you
Right, right,
when you
right.
have kidney problems. So she's like, I want you to eat chicken and tilapia with with greens. So I was
Green.
eating that. I was eating that every day for like 3 months. Listen, my grandmother almost disowned me. Yo, you listen.
Imagine
If
telling a
whoever,
Puerto
if
Rican
anybody
grandma
here is, if anybody here is Hispanic, if you deny yourself from the family food, they're gonna look at you like,
you're getting kicked out the house.
you want to leave? Like
Yeah.
I told my grandma I'm gonna die. She's like, que dieta,
Yeah, yeah,
like
yeah, 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 yeah.
so it was tough. But eventually my body started.
Adapting.
No, it started like rejecting that food because I was eating it so much.
Well, adapting to the
Yeah,
diet, but
yeah.
rejecting the shit food.
But so I had to switch it up. So I was mixing not shrimp, fish and other proteins.
Right.
And then in the 3 months I lost 50 pounds. So I was on my way to losing that weight, and then eventually I like for like a good few months I was stalemating, I was plateauing, and and then I top of 2022, that's when I started doing the push-ups. Um, I saw I saw a video of Big Boy from Strength Cartel. He was doing the Superman push-ups, and I was like, yo, I want to try that. So I was in my gym. I was in my gym early in the morning, and I was just, I was, the way I learn things is I'm a visual learner.
Right.
So I'm not going to ask how to do it. I'm going to try to attempt to do it the way you do it. So I saw the video. I posted the phone up how it is right now, and I did the push-ups. And I remember I got up and I slammed on the ground. And the dudes in the gym were like, yo, you got up there. And I'm like, nah, like that gassed me up. So I kept practicing, and that whole week I kept practicing and practicing, and I just noticed that I was getting good at it. And
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 it's not easy, so
it's
y'all
not
know. I'm telling y'all
it's
know.
not easy. I would say one Superman push up is equivalent to like 5 regular push ups, like
Yeah.
like
Hey,
like
shout out to
effort
my
wise.
boy Drake because he did 16 straight today.
Yeah, yo, listen, doing those push ups at my size is almost unheard of
That,
because the only other person I knew almost 400 pounds doing this was Big Boy.
yeah.
Big Boy was 360 doing this because he was a powerlifter. So he was his highest was 360, and he was doing it with ease because he went to prison. He was doing the burpee thing because in the West Coast,
Burpee thing,
in the
yeah.
West Coast, the burpees are that's the top workout in the West Coast for the
We
essays and
do
stuff.
100 every morning, 100 burpees every morning. We
Hell
have
yeah,
to. That's mandatory.
hell yeah. So I kept tagging him, and he would like my posts and shit.
Yeah.
And then eventually, he ended up following me. And we talk a little bit. We don't talk like like me in action, but like if I write action, he'll definitely write something back.
Right.
Um, but
Shout out to Big Boy.
Big Boy, yo, bro, I told him we were supposed to link up last year in LA in March, but I was out there for a festival, so I couldn't really get out to him because he was he was in Orange County, and that's like 20 minutes from LA,
Right.
and I couldn't get out there. But I'm definitely gonna go to LA, so hopefully this year to go link up with him, and because yo, like I said, the only other person I knew at my size doing them was him, because you don't know how many hours I spent looking on these hashtags, Superman push-ups, calisthenics, plyometrics, and I'm looking for somebody as big as I am doing it. And everybody was small, and no offense, but they were
Light,
smaller.
no, light
They were
work, light
smaller.
work.
They were smaller.
Yo,
They were more agile, and I was like, man. So and
every
I think
morning, so I work out with like 6 people, and Will Perez was one of them.
yeah,
He
shout
does
out
the
Will.
Superman too. And I was like, yo, any motherfucker you can find my size doing what I'm doing that you know personally, because I know on the internet they may exist, and they look at me like, all right, leave him alone because he's talking his shit right now. That for us big dudes, that's impressive, and we know it. You
Yeah.
feel me?
And
We know it.
I love the shock factor because like I remember like I go like the Gold's Gym where I go to, people know me as the guy that does them because nobody else really does them in my gym. So but it's funny when somebody new goes and they look at me and they think I'm just this pudgy guy,
Yeah.
you know, stretching. All of a sudden I'll start busting out the Supermans and they're like, huh?
What the
Bro,
fuck?
I remember people have walked up to me asking me if I did time before. They were like, "Yo, you ever do time?" I'm like, "Nah," because I'll be doing the body hit.
Some
I'll go
prison
down,
shit.
yo,
Yeah.
because that's how they do the that's how they do their push-ups inside. You know, because I ain't gonna lie, there was a video on YouTube. It was like a 90-minute video. It's a compilation, and it was a long video, and it was just all prison push-ups. And I remember watching that shit, just practicing. You know,
Well, you were the blueprint for me, and Will was the instructor. So Will always told me I had it, and I was like, nah, but you crazy as fuck. Cause
that's how
I would do put.
I found Will though. I think I was scrolling through and I saw him, but the style of his videos is what attracted me because just it's like I don't know. There's something about like because he's bro. Will is that fucking guy, bro.
That's
Like
my
he's
brother.
Will Perez is him. And but the thing is, I looked at Will's videos and I was like, and it inspired me a lot of his videos definitely inspired me to like do the workouts like that he
And
does. I remember
he's the most quiet, humble
I get
person you ever meet in his
that I
life.
get that feeling from him. I get that feeling from him.
Super
Uh,
quiet, super humble,
yeah,
but me personally, like I said, I knew him for 20 years. He'll come up to me and he'll do something and he'll be like, "You got that shit." I'm like, "Bro, do you see you and do you see me?" And he'll be like, "Bro, do it. Let's go." And I'm like, "Bro, for real." And then that's what I said. He showed me a video one day, and I was like, he said, "All right, no more excuses." And that's what I told him. I was like, "What you talking about?" He showed me, and he's like, "Tell me something now." He told me just like that. Tell me something now. And I'm like, "Damn, bro, like this shit right here." And he's like, "All right, go get it now. Go
bro.
get it." So and
I
then after
got
that,
people. I got people that are more fit than me, like trainers. They're like, "Yo, how the fuck do you do that?" And I'm teaching them how to do it.
right.
It's like that's and that's why I'm excited to lose this weight because I can't wait to see what I do at
You're
280. You know?
only gonna fucking go
Yeah,
higher, bro. Like seriously.
because bro, the 290 from high school versus the 290 I'm gonna beat now. Oh, yo, I'm gonna do laps around that 18,
Animal. Animal.
18 year old beast that I was. Cause now
Animal.
it's a it's like what Kobe said in the commercial. Are you a different animal in the same beast?
Facts.
Yep. You know,
Facts.
but
Um,
yeah, man,
what?
it's been a blessing to be able to do shit like that. You know, being like my size and it's got yo. I
So
remember when I went
talking
to
about these workouts. This is what I want to
yeah.
get to. What is your favorite and your least favorite in all your workouts?
All right. I think everybody as a whole consensus in this chat right now. I think we all are not fans of leg day. So leg day is definitely. I'm not scared to do leg day, but it's my least favorite. If I gotta rank it, it's my least favorite. Cause
Damn.
yo,
Leg day's least favorite.
yeah, cause that's my least favorite. I'll do it. I'm not scared. I remember actually yesterday, some girl was like, I told her, yo, let's collab. She was with it. She's like, a leg day video, and I was like, I ain't scared. I ain't scared. I ain't scared. I ain't scared. But I definitely love training like my back. Um,
Okay.
but but like my favorite workout is just the calisthenics, man.
Yes.
Just I don't know, just getting down and just there's moments where I'm doing it and it doesn't feel like I'm pushing 380
Right.
pounds. Like it's crazy. Like obviously I'll get
But
tired.
your videos show it. Your videos literally show like like you're not pushing that kind of weight. Like I don't know if you know, but it sometimes it is like, is this shit real?
Yo, I have a fun. It's still pinned on my page. But one of my favorite videos was when I was in because my dad lives in he lives in Margate,
In
Florida.
Florida.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you gotta.
So I could, bro.
We gotta
Oh,
link up
listen,
there.
listen,
That's close.
listen. I go to Miami. I go to Miami, Broward area every year, every summer.
Oh,
I'm definitely yo.
listen, we gonna say this on the video. Whenever you touch down in
Yeah,
Florida, you
yeah.
gotta
I'm definitely gonna link
stop.
up because yo, for some reason, I remember I thought you guys were in LA or something, and I remember asking you. You were like, "Nah, we in Florida." So I was like, "Yo, I go down there every year." So now this summer, I'm definitely linking up with y'all. Um,
Mandatory.
Dude, I went to my dad's LA Fitness, and knowing me, bro, I snuck in. I don't give a fuck. Yo, that's the thing. I got charisma, so I'll talk up the front desk lady. I'm like, "How you doing?" Like, you just signing your hair. I don't even know who this lady is.
I feel
So,
like you the tall version of me, bro.
oh yeah, yo, I feel like we brothers. Like we
Facts,
all love
facts,
brothers.
facts.
Yo, I remember doing the push-ups. I set my phone up. I was doing the push-ups, bro, and all of a sudden, I posted it, and somebody was like, "Yo, the girl behind you is looking at you," and I was like, "What?" I thought somebody commented that, so I zoomed in, and I'm like, "Hold on, this girl biting her lip." Yo, if you look at the video, it's pinned. Yo, I'm doing my push-ups and I'm zoomed in on her face, bro. All of a sudden, you see her bite her lip, and yo,
Oh my
her man is
god.
right there.
And were you single or you weren't
No,
single
I
at
wasn't
that time?
single,
Oh
so I
man.
didn't really, I couldn't do anything. But her man was, yo, her man was right there.
Even
So all of a sudden,
worse.
she biting her lip, and her man's like this. Yo, and all you just see was me bouncing up and down. Yo, that was a funny moment in LA
It's
Fitness.
one of the ones that put to the book. What has been the biggest life challenge ever so far for you in general?
Life challenge. I think right now, I don't know because growing up, I was a spoiled kid growing up.
Mhm.
Like my
But it
family
could be
made.
emotional. It doesn't have to be monetary.
Yeah, no. I mean, all right. I'm gonna say this. I think losing my grandfather was definitely a big hit in my life because I have my dad in my life, but my father was my grandfather. That's
Gotcha.
the guy that
And
raised
is
me.
that grandma's husband, the grandma you
Yeah, yeah,
got
yeah,
that
yeah,
staying with
yeah,
you?
yeah.
Okay.
He raised me. You
Gotcha.
know, yo, my boy, yo, my brother, yo, we're gonna link. We're gonna link, Will. Um, he raised me. He's the one that taught me how to be a man. Cause my grandfather's
Right.
old school Puerto Rican from the '70s, bro. Like he lived in Manhattan on 125th,
Oh, he's from Spanish
like
Harlem.
Spanish Harlem, bro. He, and then he moved up here. So he comes from a different world. My machismo. Like you have to carry yourself a
Right.
certain way, and
Respectfully.
losing him at the time I did was tough because I was gonna graduate high school. So
Oh,
I graduated in
right.
June. He passed away that February. So
Damn.
I didn't. It was hard to deal with that up to maybe last year, and he passed away, and I graduated in 2014. So it's about to be 10 years since his passing. Actually, I think in a week and a half it'll be his 10th anniversary. So
God
I
bless.
think up to last year was like the first time I actually went throughout the day not depressed as much.
Right.
Um, his death really affected me, and it affects me to this day. It's just every year before last year, I was you couldn't I was I didn't want to I don't want to make it too dark, but you know what I mean.
You
I
were distraught.
I had no motivation for
Right. Right.
life.
Do
Um,
you think you're making him proud right now with all with things you're doing?
I think I am because and that's why I think I think I get when you said that everything I do I end up being good
Right.
at. I think I get it from him because he's a legendary chef in my town. Like in
Okay.
the area I live,
Right.
he worked every hotel. Like I remember his funeral, like there were so many people, bro. And then people with stories about him, like,
So he was
it's like,
good at what he did, and he didn't fuck off.
yes.
Okay.
And so, I feel like I get that from him.
Right.
So I definitely feel like I'm making him proud, and there's times, bro, and there's times where I feel like he saves me still. Cause my grandfather was the dude to be like, you always gotta have money. Make sure you always have money.
Right.
And
Machismo, for
his
sure.
his last words actually were in Spanish. He said, "Tu tienes chavo," you got money. And he said it in like he couldn't speak very loud, but I heard
Right.
it, and that was literally the last thing he ever said to me. On his deathbed, he made sure I had money on me.
He wanted to make sure you were good.
Yeah. So
Right.
and there's been moments, bro. There's been moments where I didn't know how I was gonna pay this bill, and there's big bills too, like shit where I could have been
Right.
homeless.
Right. Right.
And all of a sudden I look at my bank account and there's 2 grand, you know, 2 grand, bro. Like I'm scratching my head and I'm afraid to look at my bank account. Y'all in this chat, y'all know
Yeah.
what that feeling is like. You're
Yeah. And
afraid to
I'm
look
not
at
the
that
cat.
bank
I'm
account.
sitting in this chair. I got 3 kids,
Yeah,
bro. Like,
yeah, bro. Like, and I'm like, I don't know what I'm gonna do. And I look and there's money, bro. And this happened. That's actually happened recently too. And I'm like, bro, I was in the gym and I'm like, there's people around and I'm like, hold on, I got sweat my eyes. And I'm just like, I'm like on the verge of
you
tears,
always
bro.
got a guardian angel,
Facts,
bro. You're good
facts,
now.
facts. So I definitely feel like I still feel his presence, And recently I lost my uncle, my aunt's husband, who was his son-in-law. Um, and he was definitely another pillar in my family that was important, and he passed away, and that was hard. That was hard to deal with, but I think what's different about his death, how I dealt with it, I was in the middle of 75 hard, so
Oh,
I had a choice.
right.
I could have either stopped the program, mourned how I wanted to, which was be locked in a room crying, whatever. But I remember I got the news of his passing at 2 a.m. out of my sleep, bro. My grandma screaming. And I remember I spent a couple hours, sitting with her crying and shit. And I just got up and went to the gym at 5 a.m. I went to the gym. My boy noticed that something was wrong. He let me be. I did my workout, and it's tough when you going through shit, and people. It's not written on your face. It's not written on the shirt what you're going
No.
through. So
Right.
people
Right.
can't guess what you're going through. So
No.
people are walking up.
Unless you say something, you
People are
don't.
people are walking up to me, dapping me up, and they notice, and I'm like trying to like my eyes are red, and they're like,
You
"Yo,
wear
you
the
good?" I'm like, "Yo, I'm good."
mask.
I remember that day when I went to the gym. I went on the stairmaster, and at that point I didn't do the stairmaster more than 15 minutes. That was like the highest I ever did it.
Right.
I remember I got on the stairmaster and I'm just zoned out, like numb. And I remember when I finished, I looked down and it said an hour 15. Like
Wow. Wow.
I I I
And,
really
and if y'all don't know, if y'all don't go to the gym, the stairmaster, like he said, past
the
15
stairmaster
minutes is torture.
the stairmaster is a lot of people's enemies at the
And,
gym.
and that's Will Perez. He does that now for about, I think, 30 minutes, and him working out, he's dead. Dead. I'm talking about dead, dead, dead. So 15
Yeah.
minutes at our size, yeah, that's crazy. And then you said an hour and a half. That's even nuts.
Dude, and it's crazy because when I looked down and I saw that, that's when it hit me, like the physicalness, like my legs were
Right.
hurting,
Right, right.
and then when I was done with my workout, my boy
How
was
were
there.
you
We
able
talked
to
about it.
walk to your car is the
No, it's
question.
crazy. I walked to the gym. I didn't walk. I didn't drive or anything. I walked to the gym because
Oh, shit.
I only live a mile away from my gym.
Yeah, but a mile after an hour and a half or hour and
Oh
10
no,
minutes
no,
of the
he had to,
stairmaster.
he had to take me home. I
I
was
was
like,
gonna
yo, bro,
say,
I
like that was the walk was deadly.
need a ride home, bro. So he told me, made sure I was good. But
Right.
other than that, like that's pretty much the biggest challenges I've been going through in life is just losing pivotal people in my life. And
And but you have shown from the outside looking in, because I never, like I said, like you were saying, it may be a mask, but from the outside looking in, I do see that you are working towards some sort of pain and succeeding to peace. Because I know I did. You were off your social media from your
yeah,
workout page for a while. I remember one time I hit you, just check on you, like, yo, I
yeah, I
haven't
remember
seen you
that,
posted.
yo. and that meant a lot. It's just that like at that point, that was that break I told you like from from March of last year to maybe July. That was
Right.
that break. That was that
Right.
break I took.
Well,
And
but it's just something I wanted to tell you. Like,
yeah,
yo, you inspire me, fam. I just want to make sure you're good.
yeah,
All workouts to the side. Like, make sure you're all right. You feel
yeah.
me?
And I appreciated that, man. Like shit like that. Like
So,
like, and it's crazy because I live in a town where like I see everybody every day, and like somebody I'd never met in real life has hit me up, and like I got people in my real town that see me every day. They don't even hit me up. So that's just like I'm at that point in my life where like I don't really, I'm on my own path. Like
right.
I'm not worried about the people where I'm from. Like I just
You worry
whoever
about
see
you and whoever's on the ride with you.
exactly, exactly.
All right, so here's my thing. My next thing is going to be just a quick question answer because there's a bunch of them. But I always like to get people on this quick response type deal because it might confuse you a little bit.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
when you're ready, tell me when and we're going to go.
I got you.
All
Let's
right,
go.
favorite cheat meal?
Oh, oh my God. I got
One.
chicken wings. Fuck.
Chicken. Oh, I told you. Babe, this guy's my brother somewhere. That's my favorite meal. Favorite healthy meal?
Uh, my chicken tacos.
Chicken tacos.
I make ground chicken tacos.
Big pun or biggie?
Oh my God, why do you have to do this? Um, uh, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go pun.
All right. Action Bronson or Ghostface?
Damn, why'd you do that to me? I love Ghostface, but I gotta go with Bronson. I gotta go with Bronson.
Andy Warhol or Basquiat?
Basquiat. Andy Warhol ruined Basquiat. Fuck it.
Andy
I'm on that.
Goggins or Andy David Goggins or Arnold Schwarzenegger?
Schwarzenegger.
Yankees or Mets?
Yankees, baby.
Okay. All right, last one was the most important one. Yo, what's next for you, for Rezz? Like, just in general, not just the workout, because, I interviewed you and I wanted to make sure that people that didn't know you from outside of workout versus that knew you from workout, I just wanted to know, in general, what's next for you, for Rezz?
I mean, fitness wise, I think what's next is I want to tap into this. I want to tap into some personal training.
Right.
I'm currently helping out a friend of mine who reached out,
Okay.
and we've only worked out for about a week now. And she in our first week together, she lost 7 pounds. And I posted her progress recently. The difference is crazy, and and I really want to go out for that test, that personal trainer test. Uh, but fitness wise, yeah, that's what I want to tap into. Maybe get into my influencer bag.
Right.
I'm about to buy some mics and stuff. Get mic'd up. But life wise, I don't know. I went through,
And if you don't know, the answer is I don't know, and that's
yeah,
okay
yeah.
too.
Like I'm just going with when life. I'm just going with the flow because
You're
right
still
now,
young, fam. You're still
like
young. You ain't got
I
to.
got listen. I got out of a 3-year relationship, and I just I don't know what is next. I'm just going with the flow. But fitness wise, I do know what I want to do.
Okay.
But life wise, I'm just going with the flow.
Word of advice you would give to people struggling going to the gym, and word of advice of people that are struggling to lose weight.
Okay. People going to the gym, just show up. That's what I've been preaching from the beginning.
Yes.
Just show up because just showing up is half of the battle.
100%.
Because when you make it to the gym, there's no turning around. You could turn around, but you're gonna feel like shit for turning around because you got out of bed, you drove all the way to the gym just to turn around.
Yes.
So when
Yes.
you get there, it doesn't matter what you do in the gym. Just do something. Whether it's 15 minutes of the treadmill, or you go on the machines and you just do something. That's it.
Show
Embrace the environment when you're in the gym, because I've seen, even for me, the gym is like it's almost like a safe haven. Like I'm away from reality. You know, sometimes some of my problems don't even matter when I'm in the gym. So that's why I
Facts.
say just show up because you never know how much that'll affect you in that moment. Um, for my people that are struggling to lose weight, honestly, just get on a caloric deficit. You know, burn more than what you eat. You know, if you eat maybe, I don't know, because right now my caloric deficit, I'm only taking in like 2,000 calories a day.
Right.
So, but the way I train, I'm a dog in the gym. So I know I'm definitely burning more than what I eat.
Apple Watch
You know,
help
yeah,
y'all catch your
the Apple
calories.
Watch, I lost mine, but I remember that's what was motivating me. I needed to close my rings. That's what I want to do every day. Close
Yep.
my rings. Make sure, you know. Also, make sure you get 10K or more steps a day. Because
Mm.
if you do more than 10K steps a day for a week straight, you're about to lose 1 to 2 pounds a week just off of that. You know, plus your what you eat and stuff.
All right, so y'all tuning in right now. My last question to Rezz was gonna be, where can we follow him? Where can we find him? Make sure y'all go and follow Rezz at man, this is a good interview, and it sucks that it cut. But his Instagram is at FitByRezz. Fit by Rezz. Make sure y'all follow him. Make sure y'all check in. Thank you for tuning in. Great interview. This is gonna be on YouTube. Go check it out. We out.